See, it won't cast my lightning storm. Look at that. There it goes. Dang. I wonder why. That's interesting. Like sometimes it'll cast right away and then other times it takes forever. How's that guy? He was staggered, man. That's why I swapped. Just kind of trying to whittle them all down. Together, sort of. Because like I said, I'm trying to see my survivability mostly. Because I know I'm going to be able to improve my damage. And yeah, I'd say this is essentially immortal. Because through polishing, better gear, you know, all that. I mean, this is exactly what I would want in terms of, again, lazy man, horde, tier 8, horde farm build, talk to chat, kick back, not have to pay much attention, just be super lazy. This will definitely do that. I will see. So like I said, obviously we're just getting started testing stuff. I'm definitely going to try swapping out the amulet and obviously seeing maybe my survivability with the life on hit. You know, it might be plenty high for tier 8s, and obviously the more damage, the better, right? So, but again, I did start off wanting to do the immortal, essentially the immortal tech, right? Because when it comes down to it, if you have 100% uptime with Cataclysm, right? In theory, with the Molnick ring, or however you say that, when you combine that with Selig, you should essentially be immortal. Because if you read what this ring does, right? Well, Cataclysm is active. You gain unlimited spirit, and obviously you deal a ton of damage, but you gain unlimited spirit, right? So when you have unlimited spirit in combination with 100% uptime, in combination with the Selig, in theory, you should essentially be, you know, immortal. And then obviously you had the life on hit. Whenever you do lose a little bit, it's just immediately back up. Or if you get CC'd or whatever, it helps give you that breathing room. So yeah, I'd say it's a success. I would say definitely a success. You could like, who was talking about the starlight aspect? That's another option to add in to make it even more immortal. But really, I don't think you need it. I mean, like I said, my gear's decent for sure. Like I've been lucky with some of the gear I've found, you know, obviously early on. But man, I have a lot of Paragon polishing to do. I'm still going to try to min-max my skill points, right? Like I've been messing with those already. Masterworking, I have a lot of improvement in masterworking. So, I mean, there's just so much yet to go that, and it's already like, it already really feels immortal. The main thing is you just got to keep your blood haul, you know, your double, what is it called? I think it's called, oh no, heightened senses. That's what it is. So when you shapeshift, when they're both active, right? You're swapping between your werewolf form is your true form, and then you swap from blood haul constantly, and then in combination with bulwark, when you cycle those with everything in sync, you really can't die, right? I mean, that's how it feels. And like I said, imagine if you're super geared, super min-max, which we will work towards that. Yeah, I think immortal is definitely a thing. I don't think it's like the Sork type immortal though, like last season, where like you can get endless damage for pit pushing, but for at least in this, you know, this early stage, because obviously you do lose a lot of damage with Selig, right? There's no denying that. But what I wanted to test was, can I get enough damage with the Selig to make farming, you know, somewhat efficient, but extremely lazy and laid back, right? That's kind of my goal. And yeah, like I said, I mean, I felt pretty decent there. Knowing it's got a lot more, you know, essentially to be able to improve upon. So, yeah, I don't know. I think if anybody wants to try it, I can go. I'll probably make a video real quick just in case if people want to try the Immortal tech and make it better than, you know, because like I said, I'm just getting started. I'll just go through it quick. Vasily's, of course. I did try Shaco. I really wanted to make Shaco work. I still kind of do, and I might mess around with that because I really like the idea of A, being able to be in my transmog, right? That is super expensive, and B, it's a Shaco. But I don't know. This is what's fun to me. I like messing around with things. Just, you know, again, depending on what I'm trying to do in the game. Obviously, most seasons I have a character dedicated to the highest end of you know, whatever I'm doing. Like last season, I got the 150 on Rogue, the 150 clear on Rogue, which was super fun. Completely different type of build playstyle though, right? But I always like to have whatever I'm farming. I want it to be the easiest, laziest, laid back, don't have to think, you know, type stuff ever. And that's more what this is geared towards. But so, like I said, I'll probably still experiment with Shaco, see if I can make that fit. Just for the kick of it. But for now, doing the meta druid tech in terms of how, you know, Vasily's for the werebear. Tyraels, this is obviously you could change that out for an aspect, something different, but again, I'm just trying to, I wanted to do the Tyrael Shaco combo initially, but for now I'm still using Tyraels. Super resist, super tanky, and again, for the immortal version, I like it. Unsung for the lightning storm, of course. Tibalt's for the extra with the earthen bulwark for the well, mine's only 16 times, but you know, the more damage. Wildheart, again, mostly for damage and attack speed, which a lot of attack speed is very good. This I got lucky on. I found this, and luckily it tempered okay. And I'm kind of doing a weird, like my version is I want Cataclysm to work, but I also want like juiced up landslides. And maybe I'm screwing myself over by doing that, but again, just testing stuff, just feeling it out, whatever. This season for me, like I said, I've had a goal every single season from the preseason until now. I've achieved every goal end game, and this season didn't offer anything new that I could really do. Like I said, I got my 150 last season on Rogue. Did every other, you know, goal I had prior, was able to do. This season is the first season I don't really have an end game goal. Not that I might not try to make an end game, you know, variant or whatever, but for now I'm just, you know, taking it easy, making something super lazy. So again, I'm just messing around with trying to make, you know, heavily invest in a landslide and heavily invest into Cataclysm. And will it work? I don't know. But the reason I say that is I have the chance for landslide projectiles to cast twice on here, and I have it on here. And honestly, now that I'm seeing it with the masterwork, again, I got a lot of remasterworking to essentially do and play around with. I might try to get 100% landslide. I think it's possible with, you know, with Earthbreaker, you get 31.9. Obviously, I have 25 here, 27 there. You know, if I get some triple rolls on there or whatever, or I might not even need a triple roll, to be honest. I don't know. I could play around with it. I definitely can. I believe I can hit 100% landslide projectile cast twice. And I know on my Rogue, when I was playing Rogue, it made it guaranteed basically to double your damage. So probably play around with that, see how that feels. I don't know. Like I said, I got a lot, just really getting started. I was gone for the first week and a half of the season. I'm kind of just playing catch up per usual. But again, just experimenting, having a good time. But yeah, I'm running Aftershock on here, and then I'm running Natural Balance on here. And the reason I'm running Natural Balance on here is because obviously I have Slig up here. If I do run this, I actually put Natural Balance on here, and then I put I think it's Retaliation on here for bigger landslide damage. But yeah, for now, like I said, trying to do the Immortal Slig tech. Earthbreaker, of course. Molnick, I don't know if I'm saying that right, of course. And then again, Selig, of course. So pretty simple there. All like literally all uniques and or Ubers. Kind of wild. Only 2 aspects that I'm using in the build, which is kind of wild, but definitely been fun. In terms of this I've been playing around with the most. I've found a lot of, again, trying to find that balance of damage to enough DR. Even with Selig, you still need DR. I think I found it so far. Again, I'm gonna be messing with all this stuff. A lot of this stuff can change, but if you're watching the video on YouTube, I'll try to keep the in the comments. I always put my builds, and I'll try to like a link to them, and I'll try to keep that up to date with whatever I think is the best of any testing or changes I make. So, and then if I make any other like end game like pit push type stuff, obviously just make a variant or whatever. But this is gonna be the Immortal Lazy Man's Druid build. Is what this one will be specifically. But Claw, just to get it, don't really have to use it because you have unlimited spirit, really. All the points in the lightning storm you can over into raging. I get the wild impulses again because I'm trying to juice up landslide and lightning storm. I did have to take I actually had landslide maxed out, and I did have to take the points out of it in order to get, what was it that I picked up? This. And the reason I wanted this was not only to give me more max life, because obviously I'm in werebear all the time essentially, but the 18% additional healing, when you combine that with I have a GA life on hit, but honestly, it makes you can feel it. Like it actually feels really nice. And it seems kind of silly with Selig, but low key, like it saves you for sure. Because if you get CC'd or whatever, and you do at times, your spirit will get, depleted, and then you do take damage, but it's immediately back up. And I actually did a run. The only thing I changed was that, and the run before without it, I actually died in. And then I made that change. Well, I guess I made two changes. I made that change where I grabbed mending, and then I also grabbed heightened senses. I didn't realize that heightened senses doubles if both are up, and obviously I'm gonna have them both up 100% of the time. So that gave me another 18% damage reduction, and then obviously the 12% increased max life and the 18% all healing. That change alone was, that's essentially that was the balance I was looking for to get to that immortal feel stage. But yeah, anyways, Claw, like I said, just get down here. I do get wild impulses, like I said. I might try to figure out a way to max that out again, but as of right now, I had to sacrifice it for that, and it seems well worth. But I have primal for the 40 times crit damage. I do get enhanced earthen for the unstoppable. I get that for I get the preserving blood health for the attack speed, and vigilance for the damage reduction, which is essentially 100% uptime. Because this is technically a defense skill too, and you're just constantly spamming it. And nature's reach doubled because a lot of stuff is immobilized, stunned, whatever. I do think that is well worth, and especially when it comes to the lightning storm side of things. This, man, I would really like to max this out for the lightning storm thing, but again, that's where I'm going to be making a lot of changes, testing a lot of things. Am I going to invest more into lightning, or am I going to invest more into landslide? I don't know. I got to feel it out. Right now, though, it feels pretty good. I know I can get more damage though in multiple ways, right? And that's where I'm tuning right now. But electric shock, might try to figure a way to max that. If not, I might just take those out and put them elsewhere. I don't know yet. Yeah, cataclysm. Actually, really, I could take all three out. If I don't max that, I don't, like, this is kind of just to get up here. So I might actually, it might be more valuable to me to take these three and move those elsewhere for more damage or something. Maybe even, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play around with that if I can't max this out. But then, yeah, mending, like I talked about, actually makes a big difference, especially with the life on hit on the totem. And then I get Stone Guard just for the Earth skill for the landslide, really. And Venom, that is, I think it's considered the strongest, essentially the strongest, one of the strongest skills for sure, damage wise, if not the strongest. Natural disaster, defiance, cataclysm to supreme, and then I do get the max heightened senses, like I said, just because it essentially it's giving me double the 18% damage reduction. That's what it's for. So it's 36%, right? It's a lot. And then nature's fury, And yeah, into the Paragon. Paragon I just messed with a lot too. This is probably going to change quite a bit. But for now, this is what I ended up with. Spirit here up into Constricting Tendrils to apply the poison for like your envenom and stuff. And I was using Companion. I still might go back to that. I'm not sure yet. I'm again just testing things out. Because you could either do this or you could do, or Companion. Poison Creeper. You can use Poison Creeper to apply your poison, which is obviously a skill, or you can do it through the Paragon, just to get that, and you actually use that with Heightened Malice, right? At 3 or more enemies poison, you do 45 times. It's a lot. So, but yeah, so like I said, Spirit in the starting point up into Constricting Tendrils. I got Outmatch there. That's more for the landslide side of things. And then I go over here, Fang and Claw for now, on the Earthen Devastation board. And this, you can see, again, this is where I'm talking. I got a lot of min-maxing to do, tuning to do. I'm only at 50%. I can get up to 60 there. I'll find a way to get that. Thunderstruck I am maxed out on 60%. And then up into Fulminate. Over into, or actually, I think what I did was, so what I did when I came up here, I got this one, and then I got this one. And then I came up here just for, in terms of like getting all of the rare nodes, just so you guys are aware. So like I say, start here, left, and then you do get this one, you go pick up Thunderstruck, and then you come back here, come up here. I got Keeper up here in the, I just got Ancestral Guidance, picked up some more max life, cause it's real close. And then come in over here instead of going here. I came in, snuck over here, tried to save a couple points that way. Got the DR vulnerable there, Fulminate, like I said. I pick up all the crit strike damage I can. Then I go up and grab Heightened Malice at the end. But that way it allows me to get all of my rare nodes without issue. And like this one, for example, if it was over here, I wouldn't get it. It's just, again, a min-maxing thing if you care. But yeah, and then we got for the boons, currently I have the DR elites, attack speed, crit strike damage. I do have the ultimate skills extended by 25%. I don't know, I might honestly energize. I might switch that to energize. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of stuff I want to test and try, but for now, this is what I'm running. Calm Before the Storm, of course, and yeah, you have the Eagle or whatever for the chosen, the Spirit Bond. But yeah, this is the start of, I'd say, like, this is the very beginning, earliest stage of essentially Immortal Druid for season 5. So if you want to check it out, try it for yourself. If you got the stuff, throw it on, try it, see how it feels to you. Like I said, you could definitely make it better. I'm gonna make it better. But it is, like I said, you're looking for the lazy man druid build that has little thinking, you know, don't have to do much or watch the screen much, chat, whatever. That's what my goal is with it. I do think if I get super geared and stuff and I have the amulet and stuff, maybe by that time, that'll just be better even for this stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, this is kind of just the start for me. I'm a little behind on the season, but early on, I mean, I did have a lot of luck in terms of getting, like, finding the gear I wanted, but I feel like this season is pretty easy to find gear. Even the Ubers, like, I found that stuff so fast. I really haven't done that many runs, and I have a lot more. I have a few, well, I shouldn't say a lot more, but I have a handful more in the stash even. So hopefully everybody's luck is like that. I feel like my luck finding gear has been pretty good this season. I don't think I've traded for a single item yet. And I think I'm trying to think. I know one of my rings, I think I was farming for a ring. No, my rings, I did early on. I got a ring that I traded or somebody gave me, but then I ended up replacing it with one I found. This is the only item I believe that somebody gave to me, and it's obviously it's a pretty good item, really good, because it's GA Lightning Storm. But everything else, or this and this, everything else is I believe self-found. And again, I haven't had very much time. So but yeah, if you want to check it out, try to make it better, or if it looks fun, something you'd want to try out, feel free. I will, again, on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, comments below. If you want to come kick it on Twitch with me, see what I'm doing on there in real time live, twitch.tv/Merkadis. Come kick it, hang out, have a good old time. And yeah, I will see you guys again. Hopefully next build will be a much more polished and super juiced up build, in some sense, I'm sure. If I stick with you, I might, honestly, I'm kind of thinking I might PvP this season, since I didn't last year. I PvP'd a little bit like every season, except for last season. So I might dabble into that a little bit. I don't know if druids are even anything in PvP, or if there's any fun to be had, but I don't know. The Mortal Tag, I don't know. It might be a little BM, but it could be fun, right? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, like I said, good luck if you check it out. Hopefully it works for you. Like I said, build off of it and have yourselves a good old time. Good luck, much love, and I will see you guys again in the next one.